Hello everybody, and today we're talking about how MINITOON took down this entire game for copying his characters. If you don't know who MINITOON is, he's basically the creator of the Roblox game called Piggy. Now, Piggy's characters are extremely iconic to the game and are part of the lore, which of course keeps the players coming and is the reason the game's popular in the first place. But this game development team called Octor Games basically took all his models and put them into their game and then started getting a lot of players because of that. Now, people would click on this game and it was called Piggy Smash if you guys have played it before. And thinking that MINITOON was the creator of it, supports the game, play the game, and grind on the game, etc. because it was a simulator game. But in reality, this game had no owns to the copyright or permission for MINITOON to use the models. So this game got popular basically off of leeching from MINITOON without his knowledge until now, when he completely removed the game off Roblox by complaining to them, and of course threatening legal action. Now, these people had a little bit of Twitter beef or whatever, where they talked about this entire situation. Octor Games, which is the development team, actually was extremely mad at MINITOON for doing this and even called him a thief instead. So if you guys want to hear more about this situation and want to hear about other situations just like it and also like gameplay videos, make sure you guys go ahead and subscribe and hit the notification bell, and make sure you guys go ahead and like the video so more people can see it and know about this happening so they can either support the other developer or support MINITOON. Of course, tell me down below who you support and why. Without further ado, let's go ahead and get into this video. Now, the first interaction these two actually had on Twitter started when Octor Games tweeted out like an update to their game and said that a new equipment system will be coming, and MINITOON actually replied to this saying, "Dear Octor Games, I have said this many of times before and I will say it again. What you are doing is illegal. You took my characters without permission and have attempted to make a profit out of it. If you continue to steal my IP, I will continue to take action. That is the law." And then Octor Games respond with, "The big brain individuals they are. All characters of MINITOON are copied from Peppa Pig. MINITOON copied from Peppa Pig. MINITOON is a robber, a thief. I've complained to Roblox. We can change all the characters, but MINITOON must delete Piggy game." Are you kidding me? Like, I know people make this argument, and I kind of see where they come from. But in this situation, what do you mean? Why would MINITOON have to delete the entirety of the Piggy game just because he was inspired by Peppa Pig? Now, all his characters are definitely inspired by Peppa Pig, but they are not heavily inspired. There is some things that are different, such as the entire lore, which isn't really based off of Peppa Pig, only really the characters are, and of course, like some of the maps. But your entire game has models straight copied off of Piggy, and absolutely no inspiration claim can be made because it's the exact same model. Some games definitely get away with this. They change the models up and have every single basic component of Piggy in their game, which is completely fine because MINITOON doesn't care at all. Obviously, as you can see from these blatant copies of his game, he doesn't really care about those. All he cares about is when you actually just like steal a model straight from him. Like, are you kidding me? You gotta go far out of your way to get MINITOON actually genuinely mad at you. Like, you gotta go far out of your way. You gotta steal models from his game. And that's exactly what you did. How do you even get that far into just stealing models out of another game? It makes no sense, and all you're doing is bringing disrespect to all these other Piggy games that are just like Piggy. Except they actually have the decency to not straight rip his models out of his game. And get this, they made that tweet not once, not twice, but 3 times. The first one adding no one, the second one adding Roblox, and the third one adding MINITOON, which I have no idea why they did that, considering how they could just did it in one tweet. But it just shows how much they think that they're in the right and how much they are probably not in the right, depending on what your opinion is. Of course, I think they're in the wrong. Tell me your opinion down below. Now, obviously, the game got deleted because of MINITOON's complaint, as he is like a really big developer at Roblox, and Roblox obviously took his complaint extremely seriously. Probably went into the game and immediately saw that they were copying all his models and just putting it in their game. So they tweeted out saying, "Piggy Smash has been deleted because of MINITOON's complaint. Please don't worry. We are updating the big version. The new version will update the characters, new equipment, more boss, more interesting. It will take a few days." Under this, MINITOON actually replied saying, "Once again, I strongly advise that you do not include any of my original characters or I'll continue to take action. What you have done is illegal and there is no excuse for that. Do not pin the blame on me for the takedown. What you did was violate the terms of service." Now, of course, I don't really blame MINITOON for start taking it down considering how big it was and how people thought that he actually owned the game. Now, I don't agree with MINITOON when he says original characters because obviously his characters are not original. They were kind of original but more inspired, which is fine, but it just kind of like your characters aren't original. Don't say that because they're not completely original. They're inspired. Now, it turns up a half argument to October Games just not having very big of a brain when they said all our models are downloaded from Roblox Studio Toolbox. We don't know that this is the copyright of MINITOON, but all the characters of MINITOON are copied from Peppa Pig. We complained to Roblox, we can change all characters, but MINITOON must delete Piggy game. As you see, they said all our models are downloaded from Roblox Studio Toolbox, otherwise known as free models. Whenever you use free models inside of a game that you actually plan to get like a lot of players on it, you better make sure that you have permission from these people who made the models or permission for the original maker of the models, which is MINITOON, because these models are not free models. They're simply copied models, which aren't free, and they still have copyright to them. And MINITOON responded by just showing that he has the copyright to all the Piggy characters, and he did not completely copy them from Peppa Pig. Under it, he posts the actual copyright, and it just says MINITOON Inc., Piggy and the Piggy characters are trademarks of MINITOON Inc., all rights reserved. So you cannot use these characters in your game without his permission. Now after that, they realized, hey, we messed up, because they actually said, first of all, we apologize. As a noob, I have something to say. You can search for hundreds of games with Piggy on Roblox. Why aren't they deleted? Whenever you open the Roblox Studio Toolbox, you can see thousands of Piggy's models. We don't know who owns the copyright. Let's give them the benefit of the doubt for a second and pretend that they actually didn't know who MINITOON was or what the game Piggy was. In this case, they obviously know what Piggy is because their name of the game is actually Piggy Smash, and they use every single model from MINITOON. So why would it be called Piggy Smash if they didn't know what the game Piggy was and copy it? Now, they actually tweeted out again, we apologize, but if Piggy is the copyright of MINITOON, why don't Roblox Studio Toolbox delete it? So many Piggy models. As developers, we don't know which rights belong to MINITOON. Developers don't know what content is infringing. My response would be, as a developer, you shouldn't even be really using free models in your game because some of these free models actually have viruses and stuff that can hack your game from the inside out. So I really wouldn't do that in the first place, but if you do, it's your job as a developer to find out whether this huge model that you're about to use is made by someone else and ask them maybe if you can use their model, and if they say it's from someone else, then ask them and continue down the line until you get to the actual person who made it. Either that or just don't use it and make your own model. And especially if it's going to be the face of your game, make sure it's not copyrighted beforehand. Also, with the whole getting rid of models from other developers that are copyrighted, the thing is, whenever you make a model, it can be a remake or something, and also you can't really make money off models, so it wouldn't make sense to delete all the ones that are copied. Now, the last thing in last resort that October Games actually went to was snitching on other games. They said many games are using Piggy model and Toolbox to make money. Why haven't these games been deleted? Well, first of all, you don't need to snitch on all these games. Second, maybe they're not as popular, and he really only takes down ones that are really popular. And plus, a lot of them are fan remakes and stuff, which he allows, and a lot of them get his permission. Either that or just build off of what he started and add their own models, etc. So they're not really copied like October Games is. Anyways, yeah, that's about it. Thank you guys so much for watching. Just go ahead and like the video because I spent like a long time making this. And also, if you guys like the videos in general, make sure to go ahead and subscribe and hit notifications because also I upload gameplay videos, and you might also want to check those out if you like gameplay videos of different games just on Roblox. Anyways, comment down below your opinion on everything inside of this video. Who do you think was in the right? Who do you think was in the wrong? Do you think MINITOON actually owns the copyright, or maybe that screenshot is just photoshopped or something? Which doesn't make much sense, but yeah, that's about it. Thank you guys so much for watching. Like the video, and goodbye.